of strength. So don't tell me that.
No idea, you tell me.
Hey! What's up?
That's really not my problem.
So, you're a mercenary too, huh?
He never would have thought of that himself. Do you really
What's up?
believe
So,
that? That's not what I heard. I'm no better off myself. He doesn't even know how to hold a sword.
There he is. We shall get you.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I fled here from Bengar's farm. I didn't want to be butchered by all those creatures coming out of the pass. You can't imagine what sort of things came out of the pass the last few days.
I can. What's it like here?
Here, I only have to put up with the bandits. It's the lesser evil.
Bengar needs you. He wants you to come back to his farm.
I'm not crazy. As long as we have to live defenseless on the farm, I'm not budging an inch from here.
I've hired a mercenary. He will keep an eye on the farm.
That's different, of course. But wait a minute. Who's paying the guy then?
That's my problem.
No chance to say no, eh?
No.
Good. Then I'll go back. I hope the lad's good for something.
Hey! Everything all right?
Ah, an unfamiliar wanderer. I am very busy, so what do you want?
What are you doing here?
Well, the things a woodcutter and hunter usually do.
What interesting things are there to see here?
Interesting is well put. If you go deeper into the woods here, you'll run into some very evil fellows. They're about 10 feet tall, hairy, and in a really bad mood. So don't go there if you're not strong enough for them.
Can you teach?
Sure, but first get me something decent to eat. I'm dying of hunger out here. I want a bottle of milk, a loaf of bread, and a fat ham. Then I'll teach you what you want.
Here's the food you wanted.
Fantastic. And now,
Teach me how to hunt.
what do you want to learn?
There he is. We shall get you.
There's this guy who demands a toll from every passerby, claiming he's the farmer.
Yes, I know. That's Bronco. He does whatever he wants. Not that I haven't pounded it into him 1,000 times that he should finally get back to work.
But
He just doesn't do it. My father's quite annoyed with me that I still haven't managed to persuade him to go back to work.
maybe I can help you.
Do you mean that? Okay.
Oh.
But hurry up.
So
You're a mercenary, don't beat.
Bronco's back at work.
Really? That's...
Yeah.
well...
Everything all right with you?
Well, it's so-so. My back hurts from all this hard labor. Usually, they've been... Put away that weapon.
Nothing there.
One less monster around.
Stop right.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. All by yourself out here?
Tell me what you want of me, and then go away. I'm busy.
Who are you?
You haven't heard of me then. Herb witch, they say. Quack, they call me. But when they're in a bad way, they all suddenly remember good old Sagita and her healing herbs.
What do you...
I've been living here for as long as I can remember, attending to my herbs. The forest is my friend. It offers me all that I need.
Can you heal me?
That's what you came for, isn't it? Just let me know when there's something wrong with you.
Heal me.
Let me see. My ointment will take care of the worst of your wounds.
Thecla sent me to pick up a package for her.
Ah, yes. I had actually expected her days ago. Here's the package. Take good care of it.
Can you teach me your herbal lore?
How interesting. I don't get asked that very often. So you want to be my student? Then you'll first have to prove your request is serious. At the moment, I am working on a very rare potion made from exquisite herbs and juices. If you can get me one ingredient, a very rare herb, which I don't have here, I shall train you.
What ingredient is that?
It's an extremely rare plant, an herb called sun aloe. You can recognize it by its intensive almond scent.
Where can I find this ingredient?
The herb I require only grows in places where it can get all the nutrients it needs. These are found in the excrements of a black troll. That's why it's so difficult for me to get the herb, you see?
Let's see if I can get hold of it somewhere.
Well then, good luck with your search.
What?
Tell
Things I could tell you.
I'm not telling you anything new. You hardly know who to believe these days.
You mustn't believe everything you hear. That's the first I've heard of it.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Here's the package from Sagita.
Thanks a lot. So you can make yourself useful after all.
Can I have some more of your stew?
These militia bastards threw Bennett in the hole. Do me a favor and get him out of there, will you? In the meantime, I'll cook you some yummy stew.
It's better to watch out when you tell one.
That was obvious all along. All that matters is strength.
I can't believe that. I'm not touching that.
Is it really true? Do you really believe that? That's not what I heard.
And that's the truth.
I've heard a thing or two.
Nobody will learn anything from me. You hardly know who to believe these days.
Of course we got him in the end. He ran like Atelierul himself.
Don't tell me you didn't know that. I agree with you completely.
I already thought as much.
No one really wants to hear that.
I'm no better off.
There he is.
shall get you.
I'm not touching that. That was quite obvious.
Bad business.
He really didn't deserve
Some
that.
problems solve themselves.
Everything going well?
Sure, everything's quiet.
It can't go on like this forever.
I've got my own opinion about that.
I found you the mercenary you wanted.
I've never seen anyone like that on my farm. Here.
But he knew that all along. I've got my own opinion about that.
Another one of those things. All right, so much for you.
There's another of those scummy beasts. One less monster around.
There's another of those scummy beasts.
There's another of those scummy beasts. One less monster around.
Wait a minute.
Will you stay?
Sure. I'll have to see this through now. There's another of those scummy beasts.
One less monster around.
There's another of those scummy beasts.
One less monster around.
I've got my own opinion about that. I'm in enough trouble as it is. I can't believe that.
It'll be all right.
Without Malik, nothing gets done. Hopefully he'll come.
Will you stay on Bengar's farm now?
Sure. I'll have to see this through.
Malik is back.
It's about time. I thought I'd never see him again.
It'll be all right.
Malik is here again, but the situation has hardly changed. Unless a miracle happens.
Anything's possible.
That's really not my problem.
I don't want to hear that anymore.
Nobody will learn anything from me. Is it really true? Will it ever change?
Been there, done that.
Will it ever change?
That's the first I've heard of it.
better.
Do that.
Of course we got him in the end.
Just
Never
listen
would
to
have
him
thought of
talk.
that himself. He doesn't
Why
even
aren't
know
you
how to
working?
hold a sword.
I used to say that myself.
Change.
Haven't you heard yet?
Belly
The
RN
Paladins have
self was a
arrested
kid.
Bennett.
He really said that.
That's the first I've heard.
What happened?
Better off myself.
Well, we were in the city to shop when all of a sudden we heard a scream. Someone yelled, "There they are, get them." Boy, was I scared. I took to my heels and ran like the demons were after me. Bennett was right behind me. I don't know what happened, but when I got outside the city, he had disappeared. I must have lost him in the city.
That's not what I heard.
But he knew that all along.
So why was Bennett arrested?
Murder. Bennett is supposed to have murdered a paladin. What nonsense. I was with him the whole time.
So why don't you go to town and explain the whole thing?
They'd stick me in the slammer as his accomplice. Nah, certainly not in the current situation.
Situation?
You know, Onar in the city. That's bound to come to a bad end.
Agree with you completely.
I couldn't care less.
How did the mercenaries here on the farm react?
Well, I don't know exactly what they're planning, but some of them are really pissed off.
I can understand that.
If it were up to them, they'd rather attack the city today than tomorrow to get Bennett out. Talk to Lee. Maybe there's something you can do.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
That's not what I heard. If he doesn't see that, I can't help it. All that matters is
But he knew that all along.
he never would have thought of that himself.
I've heard a thing
What
or
about
two.
Bennett?
So you heard about that? The bastards have locked him up, just like that. As if I didn't have enough problems with my own people. Now I have to take care of the paladins too.
I'm no better off myself.
What will you do about Bennett?
I don't know yet. A few of the boys would like to run to the city and knock Lord Hagen's teeth down his throat.
Nobody will
Luckily,
learn
we don't have
anything
enough
from me.
people for an operation like that. And besides, it's not my style.
Are you going to stay here and see what happens then?
Certainly not. Lairs is still in the city and trying to find out how we can get Bennett out of there. Until that happens, I'm trying to calm my people. I only hope that Lairs doesn't take too long. Oh yes, before I forget, Buster wants to talk to you. He wouldn't tell me what it was about. Maybe you should go see him.
Don't say you didn't know that.
Can I help you in this matter with Bennett?
Sure, a bit of intelligence and sanity certainly wouldn't hurt in this matter.
You mustn't believe
Enos knows there are enough idiots running around here.
You listen to
Go to the city and see if you can find a way to get Bennett out of there. But don't be too long about it. I don't know how much longer I can keep the men under control.
I can't help him.
I'm not touching.
Any news about Bennett?
No, we still don't know.
You listen to the wrong people.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
I'm not telling you anything new. That was obvious all along.
The things I could
he
tell
really
you.
said that.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Thing or two. Not my problem.
You can't rely on that.
I never knew that.
Can't rely on that.
I already thought as much.
You're a
This land belongs to the big farmer. You're only the tenant here. Onar wants you to pay your rent at last.
What? And he sent a villain? Get out of here,
Fork over the dough.
You're not going after my purse, you...
Oh my.
Not bad.
Everything else?
Oh, I can't complain. Thanks for asking.
All right,
Where do you...
don't hit me again, please.
We'll pay your rent then.
But, sir, I don't have anything. My last harvest dried up completely. I want to pay my rent, but I just don't have anything. Have pity.
Cut out that piffle. It rains here all the time and your larders are full. Pay your rent now or I'll kill you.
No, please, here, take the gold. I'll even add a bonus if you let me live.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I'm ruined.
Did something happen?
You've got to help me. The Black Robes have invaded my house. I know you mercenaries aren't big on charity, but I would pay you. Those fellas said they were looking for something, but surely not in my house. Please help me make them go away again.
You listened to the wrong people.
I've heard a thing or two say you didn't know that.
I've got no time for things like that.
Myself. That was obvious all along.
I collected the rent from Sekob.
And? Did he pay willingly?
I had to convince him first.
Well done. When I have something new, I'll let you know.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
There's nothing you can do about it.
I can't believe that. You have to step in.
It happens sooner or later.
I'm no better off myself.
No idea. You tell me.
Hey, you! Buddy!
What do you want?
These last few days, I've been thinking about how we could make some quick money in this dump.
And?
I think I've stumbled across a possibility of making money fast. A merchant from town would shell out a lot of dough for a certain thing.
Why are you telling me this?
I can't do it myself. I need to stay here and watch those stupid sheep.
You mean
that?
Who's the merchant you're talking about?
No can do, pal. I have to be really stupid to tell you my source. Were you trying to pull a fast one on me? Either you make the deal with me, or not at all. Capiche?
What's this about?
The merchant claims that he could market shadow beast horns very profitably. Someone would have to go to the woods and harvest those beasts. And that's where you come in.
How much is to be gained there?
A bunch of money, I tell you. There will be enough for the two of us. And since you gave me that gold back then, I'll make you a special price.
Sounds good. I'll let you know when I manage to get some horns. How do you gut a shadow?
You don't know that? Oh, man. I'd have expected more of you.
Teach me.
Listen up, then. You do in that shadow beast, and then you hold its horn with your right hand as tight as you can. Then you stick your knife in its forehead and cut a furrow in the flesh around the horn. Then you use your knife to pry the horn from the skull, and you put it in your pocket. Well, and then you bring it to me.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
This here is your hut?
Yes. Why? Anything wrong with it?
Don't you have any problems with the mercenaries?
As long as I don't interfere with their business, they'll leave me alone too. Moreover, they're good customers, and I pay them to keep an eye on my house when I'm not home.
You tell me.
Show me.
If you want to learn more,
My problem.
Show me.
there isn't much.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
I couldn't get away with that.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I couldn't care less.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for
How's it going with your tavern?
Hopefully these black magicians will move on soon. Otherwise, I can close the tavern. Almost nobody dares to come here anymore.
Show me your wares.
Certainly, brother.
I've got no time for things like that.
I agree with you completely.
No idea. You tell me.
That doesn't surprise me.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Surrender while... Now you should... We shall get you.
Hey! Is there any other news?
Someone keeps stealing my sheep lately. I haven't been able to sleep properly for nights.
Who could have done that?
I've got a hunch about that. Some really nasty fellows have settled into the caves over in the forest. I find it hard to believe that they're living on berries. I'm almost certain that's where my sheep are disappearing to.
Did anything else happen?
My sheep keep disappearing.
You're still here?
Obviously. Still miffed?
Never mind, forget about it. Say, have you been to Lobart's farm lately?
Maybe. Why?
Oh, nothing important. I just wanted to talk to Vino again about his still.
Still? What still?
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Vino's always been very particular about his little secret. Whatever. Now I've let it slip out anyway. Back in the woods, Vino set up a secret still. A while ago, he asked me to get him something to grease his portcullis with. It's rained a lot recently and the thing rusted shut on him. Now the winch is stuck. No one can get in anymore. What a mess.
And? Have you got the grease?
Yeah, sure. The best there is. Mole rat fat. Terrible stuff, let me tell you. It's even used to grease ships' cannons.
Sell me the grease.
That won't be cheap, pal. It's damn rare in this part of the country.
How much?
100 gold coins.
It's a deal.
All right, here you go. Oh dear, Vino's gonna kill me.
Hey, you bum. You haven't come about that sheep, have you?
You stole the sheep.
So what?
Nothing?
Then don't get on my... You should never have come here. I'll get you!
You're in for it now. You're in for it now. So much for you, lowlife.
Come here, you filthy beast.
Nothing to be had there. Come with me.
We shall get you.
I found the sheep rustlers. You were right. Those fellows in the forest cave did it. They'll never steal sheep from you again.
Thanks. You sure are a strange mercenary. Not at all like the others I know. Take this as a small token of thanks for the selfless favor you did for me. Very good. Here's a few gold coins. I hope it's enough.
All quiet?
You're still alive.
These are bad times. And he works all day, too.
That's not what I heard. Who says
Take
things like that?
That's not what I heard.
I've got a suit.
I don't believe that.
He simply talks too much, and it's gonna get even worse.
Show me your wares.
Go away, don't tell me that.
That's not what my husband thinks. Everybody knows by now.
And it's going to get even worse. You don't say.
That's not what my husband thinks. Who says things like that?
He can't keep anything to himself. These are bad times.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. And it's gonna get even worse.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. He simply talks too much.
I won't tell her a thing from now on. Who says things like that?
Who says things like that?
Go away. Don't tell me that.
Everybody knows by now.
Someone's gotta do the work.
I can't take care of everything for everyone.
Show me your wares.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
And he works all day, too.
And he works all day, too.
Show me.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
He simply talks too much.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
That's not what I heard.
Do you really believe that?
It can't go on like this forever.
I couldn't care less.
Same old thing all over.
I've been to the Valley of Mines.
And? How's the situation there?
The mines are all depleted. There's barely more than a few chests full of ore. It's hardly worth digging for that.
That can't be true. That means I'm ruined.
What about our deal?
Now, about your reward. Here's your ring.
You've been selling weapons to the bandits.
But what makes you think that?
This list of merchandise that I took from a bandit bears your signature. I found this ring of the Overseas Traders Guild, Araxis, with the bandits. You're an overseas trader, and the swords which the bandits were carrying bore your initials. You can admit it now. I've blown your cover.
I didn't mean to do that, believe me. First, all they wanted from me was food supplies. Business was really slow, so I got involved with them. Then they became more aggressive and threatened to kill me if I didn't sell them the swords they wanted. You can't blame me for this. I'm a victim of circumstances.
The militia is gonna deal with you.
You can't do this.
I should say I can. You'll be amazed.
Bye, Enos. I'm ruined.
I'm staying up.
I'm no better off myself.
He thinks it's as easy as that. Can't rely on that.
Simply talks too much.
I knew that would be a problem.
Don't say.
I've got some special snapper claws for you.
My customer will be happy to hear that. Here's the ring I promised you.
Show me your wear.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Who says things like that?
And he works all day, too.
Someone's gonna do the work.
I don't believe that.
Really? How interesting.
I don't believe this is gonna
Someone's
change.
gotta do the work.
Show me your wares.
Can't rely on that.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Don't say it.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
He simply talks too much.
Hey, you!
So you're one of us. Then I got some useful information for you. Some of the houses up here have secret panels that can only be opened by hidden switches. People hide their valuables behind them.
What are you doing here?
What do you think, huh? I'm a gardener. I take care of the garden.
You're pretty much by yourself here, aren't you?
Yes, and it should stay that way. I'm glad that I have some peace here. Once, they wanted to send me to the penal colony because I did some guy in. But Larius, the governor, needed another gardener, and so I could stay here. Over time, this garden has become my home, and I'm content with that.
Are you growing?
A few. Well, I just...
I bring you news from Garand. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The Paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Enos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you. Speak with Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Innos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.